Hello again, it's Paul and I'm back with another one of my Japanese basses. Today we're going to be taking a look at my Yamaha Samurai bass. So let's have a listen, see what it sounds like. Okay, well, the Samurai bass. These basses were designed and manufactured by Yamaha initially in the 60s. Colloquially they were called the Yamaha Samurai bass, but they actually had different model numbers. So I think you had something like the SB2A, which I think was a single pickup version. And then you had the SB5A and the SB7A, and I'm not too sure of the difference between those two, but they look very similar to this one. They made them for about 4 or 5 years, and then they brought these back in, I think, the early 2000s, although I've also seen them stated to be from 1990s, so I'm not sure, but they were certainly much later on than the original basses. This model is the SBV500. And these were actually made in Taiwan. So the original SB basses were made in Japan, but they've moved manufacturing to Taiwan when these were made. Still very nice quality bass. It's got quite a thin neck. You can see, I can get my fingers around there. It's pretty easy to play. Rosewood fretboard, dot inlays. And down this bottom end here, the bridge is very standard design. It's very similar to the Fenders. Pickups, if you look at the pickups, they got those double poles, very similar to a jazz bass pickup, although obviously shaped slightly differently. Interesting body shape. A lot of people say that these are sort of an upside down Rickenbacker type shape. I don't really see that. I mean, maybe a little bit, I suppose, but you know, I think they're quite unique. And then the headstock, sort of that paddle design there, very nice. Bolt-on neck. And no backplate, just the ferrules in there. On the headstock, I'm not sure if you can see that. So you have the model number here, serial number just stamped on the back. We've got these quite small tuners, but overall, yeah, very nice bass. Really pleased with this one. Two volume controls, so you got a volume control for each of the pickups, and you got a single tone control. I bought this bass directly from Japan. I got it from a Japanese auction site. Actually bought it through like a broker site, so you don't have to be able to speak and read Japanese to be able to get hold of these. There are these broker sites that you can go through. If you're interested in that, let me know in the comments. I'll make a video on how to do that. If I pick this up, it's through a Japanese auction site, so I got it pretty cheap really for the bass. It cost me a fair bit with the shipping and with the fees for the brokerage, but even then, still a lot less expensive than if I was to buy one in the local market here. Trying to get hold of one in itself is quite difficult, but even then they fetch a premium because their unusual shape. So yeah, I was very pleased to be able to get hold of that from Japan. When the bass came to me, it's in a little bit of a state. Fretboard needed a lot of cleaning up, and the bass needed a really good setup. The action and the neck were pretty terrible, to be honest, but in the hands of a decent luthier, managed to put it right, and it looks good, plays good. Gotta say, one of my favourite basses. I like these unique looking machines. I think what we'll do now is we'll head on over to Reverb, just to have a look and see what's out there in the marketplace and see how those basses compare to this one. Okay, so here we are on Reverb, and we can see that we have a few basses here. Oh, okay. So it's a 2003 in yellow there, 981. That's not a bad price. Red one, a frying samurai bass, 1200. Another one for £1,000, and they're saying that's 1990. Okay, so maybe the manufacturer years were a little bit broader than I thought. I thought they were early 2000s, but let's have a look. It's nice metallic blue. Okay, it's coming over from Ishibashi Music in Japan. What do they say? It's Taiwanese, same as mine, so that's fine. Slightly twisted neck. Oh, might need a luthier to have a look at that. But anyway, we're not buying it, we're just having a browse. So look at the condition. Yeah, very similar to mine. Mine's in very good condition. So you can see on the headstock there, you just get the SBV. Model number's actually on the back, so the model number's up here. You can't really make it out on this picture, and the serial number in the middle here stamped. Not bad condition. So yeah, there you go. It's a few around, so it cost you somewhere between 1,000 and 1,200 Australian dollars plus the shipping. So if you're in the market for one of these, there's a couple on Reverb there. We'll have a look at the yellow one, that's in the United Kingdom. So again, it's the same model. I'll take a look at the pictures. It looks very good in these photos, but obviously, again, these are dealer photos, so they're going to make it look good. Yeah, very nice. Well, a bit of a crack there in the paintwork. Yeah, but otherwise not a bad price. Okay, well, thanks for tuning in and having a look at my Yamaha bass. If you'd like to see more videos on my bass collection, I especially like Japanese basses, but I've got a few others as well that I'll be going through over the next few weeks, or indeed some of my amplifiers. So I've got a few more videos to do on the Trace Elliott collection, including my V4 V-type. If you'd like to see those, then please consider subscribing to the channel, hitting the notification bell icon, and I will see you in the next video. Thank you.